Hello, welcome to my channel. Today is the third episode of my chilies. Firstly, I showed you all how I plant the seed and then how I took the seedling and planted, and now I am ready to harvest my chilies. Pranesh will add some pictures how well my chilies has grown. Today I will be harvesting some of the chilies in front, which is the Thai chili, and some of my round chilies, which we think is habanero. And thereafter, I have this very long chilies. In fact, it grew to grow longer. See how big they are, and some of them went bigger than this. But I am going to cut almost a kilo of chilies and show you all a lovely chilies pickle recipe. Once I'm done with the picking of my chilies, we will step inside the house and thereafter we'll continue with our recipe. We are back inside and I'm going to show you all how I'm going to use my chilies today, which is we are going to make a lovely imli chili pickle, which will be sour and hot. This is a kg of green chilies, which I cut from my garden. I removed the stems, gave it a quick rinse, patted it dry, and I allowed it to dry in the sun for an hour. The rest of the ingredients are, I'm going to start off with 1 cup of oil, but if needed, I will use more. I've got 12 cloves of garlic, which I'm going to roughly crush. A tablespoon of pure chili powder. And here I have 50 grams of extra special pickle masala. I am going to use the entire 50 grams of my pickle masala. And here I have 300 grams of imli. I will start by using half to make my sauce, but if I do require more, I will add on. A tablespoon of fine salt and a tablespoon of sugar. And then lastly, I'm going to need a cup of vinegar to dilute my imli. Firstly, we're going to start by braising our spices. I've got my stove on medium heat and my pot is heated up, so I'm adding my cup of oil to my pot. I'll let my oil to heat up quickly. My oil is nice and hot, so I'm going to add in my pickle masala to the oil. To my pickle masala, I'm going to add in my pure chili powder. Must allow your spice to cook slowly. So that's the reason why I lowered my heat. And thereafter, I'm going to add in my crushed garlic. I will allow this garlic to fry just a little. I gave my garlic about 30 seconds. I'm going to switch my stove off. I will allow my braised masala to cool down. The reason being, I'm doing this, I learned the hard way. There was a day when I was making chilies pickle and I added my chilies to the hot oil and it burst. And thereafter, I nearly set the house on fire. I've got my mask on because the chilies is going to be hot. To my chilies, I'm just going to cut in between a slit and I will continue to the bigger ones. Maybe I just go like this and smaller round one. I will continue in this manner till I'm done. I've switched my stove on again to medium heat. I will allow this oil to heat up. It's just getting warm. So I'll start adding in my chilies. Take this mix. To my chilies, I'm going to add in my sugar and salt. And I'll quickly get myself another spoon. I'm going to give a nice mix to this chilies. I gave my chilies a nice mix. I'm going to allow this to simmer for 5 minutes with my heat on low. I'm just going to cover with my lid while it simmers. 5 minutes has passed and it did get softened a little bit, but we still like it to be a little crunchy. I diluted my 150 grams of imli to 1 cup of vinegar, and I'm just going to use a sieve by pouring it into the pot. I'm just going to allow the sauce to thicken up slightly, and then I'm going to switch the stove off. I've given this 2 minutes for my imli to cook out, and as you can see, it turned out into being a thick sauce. I'm going to switch my stove off and I'll allow this to cool completely. 1 hour has passed for my chilies pickle cooling, and now it's quite cool and it's ready to be packed into my pickle bottles. Here I have 2 glass bottles that I boiled to sterilize, and I am going to use them for packing of my chilies pickle. I will keep filling these bottles. I managed to fill 2 of my pickle jars, and as my pickles settle, I will taste the salt to it, and if needed, I will add a little more oil. This is already ready for eating, but if you allow it a few more days, it will be better. You can use any chilies to your liking, but whatever was in my garden, I cut them and I made this lovely chilies pickle. And with my next batch of chilies, I will be able to make a few bottles of hot sauce. And by then, our month of April arrives. The weather will be getting cool and winter will be creeping in. We will have most of our chilies prepared to eat throughout the winter. Thank you all for watching. The last 3 videos that we did detailed our journey of our chilies, and you can see it comes in very handy at time. We will catch y'all on the next video.